that what you're doing back there?
I know.
Come on, let's go. You guys are very excited. No, you're more excited.
Welcome back to Houston!
It sounds like I can't hear you even more. I don't know why this sounds worse. I guess if it makes it sound worse. Hello? I don't know, it just sounds bad. I don't like it. Thank you. It sounded fine, and then somebody turned them way down, and it sounded bad. Save us.
They're just waving. They're just waving, Robert. Just like, what?
Okay, let's take some questions. Anybody have questions they want answered? Who's our favorite band to tour with? 30 Seconds to Mars. And here's the thing.
Oh my god.
When you're on tour, like it actually kind of isn't that far off for me. And I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but there are certain things that make touring fun. And for us. And those things are being around people who are cool, meaning they're nice, they're fans, they're nice people in general that they meet. Everybody in all the bands meets that criteria. So that's awesome. It's nice to walk by a band and crew and go, hey guys, and they're all like, hey, what's going on? And there's not like 25 people who like know that guy who are like, oh, excuse me, like I know that guy. And, like now you have to deal with all this craziness. We don't have any of that stuff, which is great. They're all really good live. That makes it more fun. Because you guys are having more fun. And all that matters for us is that you guys are having fun. So that's what equals a great tour. So, I mean, honestly, like, it's all about the fan experience when you're at a show. So from the opening band to the closing note of the last band, like if everybody's having a great time and all the bands are getting along and the crews get along, it's a great tour. So this is a perfect example of what that tour could look like, is having these three bands out. Balls. Hey! Of course, right when I say something completely inappropriate is when it works the best.
This room is really weird. Like, I don't know, it feels like it's like the, it's almost like the House of Blues, but for preschool House of Blues. Oh, it's really House of Blues. It's like it's not as dark and like not as many gross things have happened in here as a normal House of Blues location. I didn't know this was House of Blues. I know, that's what I said, it's like House of Blues. Do any of us have any cool things? I don't think we have any cool things that we take with us or must have. The Infinity One. The greatest small Bluetooth, medium-sized Bluetooth speaker. Honestly though, that is, and this just sounds like horrible, gratuitous self-promotion, but we actually do have to have like we do like to have like little speakers around or whatever. And this thing is the best. It's like, we're like, even if this wasn't our thing, we would have been like, we need more of these speakers around because they're so good. And thankfully they're ours, so we can have as many as we want for free. Maybe not as many as we want. Let's have another question. I don't have a good answer. There's not anything cool. That we like to play live. Personal favorite that we like to play live. Joe, what's your favorite song to play live?
I think this place is haunted. Did you guys see True Detective? Yeah. This is the place they take the bodies. Look. It's the wicker crafts table people.
Where do you?
I like.
First, I want to say I love you guys very much, and I can't imagine a world without your music. I'd be so lost. But I want to know if you wondered what you guys would be doing if you weren't doing Linkin Park.
As she was asking that question, she was saying you guys, but she was staring directly at Jessica. I would be riding my skateboard instead of driving, because I still wouldn't be able to afford a car. I would still be playing in the same circuit of bands in Arizona from when I left Arizona in the late 90s. They're still playing the same circuits, the same bands in Arizona now. The same bands still exist, and they're still drawing nobody to the same bars nobody goes to. I don't understand how it works there. It's like a vortex of bad music mixed with crappy beer and hot weather. But we'd still be playing those shows. I would probably still be a barista at multiple coffee shops. Because there is something almost as good as performing in front of a live audience, and that is knowing what the fuck you want in your coffee before you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. And when you come see me, I'm the best part of your day. Because that shit's done, I need to come in, there it is, go, leave the money on the counter and buy. Like, that's my favorite part of the day.
Chester, before we left for this tour, right? He brought like this like very serious coffee maker. You see, he brought it to the rehearsals. I didn't even get to use it, but he was sitting there making coffees for the crew. This is a passion.
It's true. I take my barista game very seriously. That'll be fun. I would have to say, for me personally, it would probably be Depeche Mode. I think as crazy as it seems on paper to put Linkin Park and Depeche Mode together, in reality, it's actually really a good idea. It's probably the best idea of all time. You guys should be recording this and then posting it to all Depeche Mode related places.
What was it like the very first time you ever heard your song?
Are our songs being played on the radio? No, seriously, the first time song was on the radio, it was really cool. Cheers!
Wow!
We are eating Korean tacos.
Hello? Okay. This is for Mike.
Is this question for me? Okay, this question is about Chester's vocal cords. So who do you want to answer this question? That's really rude.
Okay. I was just answering this question backstage. Just chilling over here. I said probably the most frequently asked question that I get is, how are you still talking? And aside from the multiple surgeries that I clearly have had, to make sure that I don't have a sagging vocal fold. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, you know, what is happening? I feel like these speakers hate us. You know, the most important thing that I found being on the road is that pretty much everything wants to destroy your voice. And there's three things that keep it from doing that, and that's sleep, water, and singing more. I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, there are days where sometimes like my voice gets super tired after being on tour for a while and like screaming for a couple hours a night. And the only way to get it back to working is by using it. You know, you wake up, it's tired, it's swollen, it's mad. And the best way to get it back to going, you know, to working again is to actually start talking and making it move. But sleep and water are the keys.
Okay. This time. This question's for Mike. First off, how did the Pokemon battle go, and who won?
Dude, you guys, I'm so screwed. I got a chest spin deck, and that shit is fucking whack. It's green, like it's the green and the fairy magic, right? Or what's the pink one? Is that fairy magic? What is that magic? It's fairy magic. Thank you. Okay, so at least somebody's a genius and plays Pokemon, and I have weak cards. What can I say? I have weak, like the card. I told Dave and Chester on the way here that tomorrow I am going out to the store and I'm buying some more cards. I'm going to upgrade my shit, and I'm not losing again. It's not going to happen. I'm not getting no more attacks from Charizard. You guys, they don't even know what this. They don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, by the way, but did you see the new Linkin Log with the beat demo? Okay, we just put it out. It's every Friday. We do a new Linkin Log.
Linkin Log.
Right? That's right. Genius name. And I just put out a new one. We were off for like 5 days. We had a show. We showed last weekend, but then this week was off, a little break. And since there wasn't anything going on, and I didn't think ahead to shoot something like right after I did the last one, nothing else interesting was going on, so I did a demo. I made a little song, and I filmed that. And that's the new one. So that's up on YouTube like this afternoon. So go check that out. What's up?
Hi. Last question.
Wait. No way, dude. We'll answer these slow. really slow. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It's awesome. It's been great. It's been really cool on a lot of levels that I expected it to be. I mean, look, I think that Dean and Robert DeLeo are two of the best rock songwriters of the last couple generations of rock. And they're really great. So being in the studio and working with those guys is great. Going out and playing the songs I grew up loving that made me want to be in a band. That's been a lot of fun too. But then also like some things that were kind of surprising, just being in a different group with different people and hearing the stories that they've had, which are not anything like any of the stories that we have. It's like polar opposites of experiences. And so it just made me really grateful for the things that we have in this band, the way that we handle making music, the way that we handle talking with each other, the way that we respect each other, respect what we do and how important it is to treat it with the respect it deserves. I mean, it's fun for us, but it's important for a lot of people what we do. And it's more than just fun for a lot of people. And so when we go out and play, like, it's as silly as it sounds. I mean, I had to tell the guys to stop thanking me for knowing the words of the songs. Like, that's kind of like what I'm supposed to do, right? Like, I'm supposed to show the words of the songs. These guys never thank me for knowing the words of the songs. They've never once even acknowledged that I know the words of the songs. Thank you. But it's true. It's like that's the kind of stuff we expect because it's normal behavior. Like, you go to your job and you're supposed to know how to do your job. Some people don't care about that stuff, and so it's really important. It was really cool for me to experience what it's like to be around people who haven't had that kind of experience, but do have like a really great legacy with music. And it's been fun to really see those guys have fun on stage and smile and enjoy the process because that's what this is all about. I mean, they're here to make music and have fun. So it's been a really cool experience.
Cool, we have a final question right here, guys.
I've always admired how all of your albums have been very unique in their own way, especially like The Onion Party being more visceral and guitar driven. I was wondering, what are the chances of putting out a record that is more soft, maybe poppier for the fans who like something that's happier vibe, softer?
It's called Recharged. Or 1,000 Suns. Happier. Well, Life's Great and Misery is a chord progression. It's pretty poppy. We do have Bubbles.
Bubbles.
And Laundry. Because nobody likes to do laundry. I'm pretty committed to that. The cool thing about being in this band is like we get to literally we get to do whatever we want musically. That's something that a lot of bands do. I don't really know anything like that. Besides this. We can literally make a country record if we want. And I think people will get it. Like they find out that's the one thing that yes, I just think in the country, we would find a way to make it apart. We would take full control of it apart. So it's fun to be in this band. The great thing is that we try to get out that for one purpose. And we just go into the exercise for us. And I think that's something that's different. So we might get a copy. Maybe one of the years next year. Yeah.